What's the nicest thing you've ever done for someone?
The nicest thing I've ever done. My friends are like the first ones that come to my mind when you ask this question. But one time when my friend was really drunk, and she was like on a date, kind of like not a date, but like a guy that she was seeing was there, and we were all walking. We were leaving a bar and we were walking, and she fell and like just like busted her knees up and stuff like that. So I was right next to her and I just fell too.
You're a real one.
Because she was like super embarrassed, and I like didn't want the guy to be like, why did this girl just fall? So I just like fell too beside her, and I'm like talking to her. And then another time, this very similar situation happened when I was sitting at a bar, and again, this was with another friend, and she threw up at the bar while she was sitting down, and the guy that she was seeing was like right behind her, but he didn't see it, and I saw that he didn't see it. So she's looking at me like, oh my god, I just threw up. And I'm looking, I have like throw up on me too.
Oh my god.
And I'm looking at her like, you didn't just throw up, what are you talking about? I was like, you're fine, no one saw it, you didn't just throw up. So we went the whole night. I just went to the bathroom and cleaned myself off because it was on me, and then he never knew the whole entire night that she threw up. Yeah.
You just
just be out here riding and dying.
Yeah, that's a riding and dying.
Yep.
Okay, share an embarrassing story or an embarrassing moment.
You know I don't get embarrassed. I'm too cool for that. Seriously, I do everything in my power to not be embarrassed.
You know,
oh my god, okay, I have this one, but no one knows because no one was there. And it was just me, which made me even more pissed off because I was like, you know, like when embarrassing things happen to you and your friends there, so it's like not as bad because you have someone to laugh with. Well, I didn't have anyone to laugh with. It was when I was in college. It was during finals week. You know, that's the worst week for college students ever. And I had a final exam at like 8 a.m. Again, the worst thing ever. Who would ever do that to a student? Anyway, so I was leaving my dorm room, and of course I was running so late. I was already late. The exam started at 8, and it was like 7:55, and I had to make it to the other side of campus.
Oh
so I know I was gonna be late anyway, and I'm half asleep. I literally just threw something on so I can run and get there. I overslept, of course. And it was finals week in December. So I was leaving out my dorm room, and we had like this like, it was like a little walkway, but it was like a little hill to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was walking as fast as I could, and there was some ice that I didn't see. So I was just like looking straight. I wasn't looking down at the ground, and I'm like just hustling, like power walking as fast as I can. And I hit this like sheet of ice. And you know when you hit a sheet of ice, but like you didn't fall yet, and like you're not gonna fall, but you're just like off balance, like trying to catch yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this whole group of other students walking to their exam, and they all saw me and laughed at me. And I was by myself.
Because you was literally just
I was just like, yes, and oh my God, I was so mad. Like, I really just wanted to tell them all how I felt. But more honestly, I just wanted to walk right back into my dorm and act like it never happened and not go to my final exam. I mean, because then who can take a final exam after you just slipped on ice in front of like 20 people?
At least you didn't actually fall, though. You were just
honestly, I would have rather fell, like, than just looking stupid, like off balance trying to catch myself. Because then it's like you didn't really fall, but like you still just look so stupid. Yeah.
Okay. What is the most challenging thing you've had to go through? And how did you get through it?
The most challenging thing I had to go through? I'm trying to think what was more challenging out of two things. Well, a really challenging thing was my sophomore year in college. I had just torn my ACL, so I was out for the rest of the season. And basketball was really like my identity in college. I didn't know what the hell I wanted to go to college for, what I wanted to major in, what I wanted to be. I just knew that I loved playing basketball, and basketball got me to college. So prior to that, I didn't have an identity outside of basketball. So I tore my ACL, which I was just like, what the hell do I do every day now? Like, I don't know what to do. And then during that same time, my dad had lost his vision. So my dad came to all my basketball games. He's the reason why I stayed in state for college, so that he could come to all my basketball games. And then it's like, and my dad was a single dad as well. So to me, he was always just like Superman. And then it was like, once he lost his vision, it was just like the person that literally has provided you with everything and has made everything possible, all of a sudden can't do any of those things. And especially me being at college, I couldn't be there to help him every day. And then basketball was like not only my identity, but it got my mind off of everything. So having those two things at the same time was really tough for me. And how I got through that, honestly, friends and teammates, to be honest. But they didn't even know that they helped me get through it. Just by like having their support really allowed me to deal with things internally until that you gotta accept things sooner or later. Things aren't gonna change. So just working through that myself got me through it. So.